I went to Jordan because I was offered a really unique work opportunity to do some freelance journalism, and I knew it would offer a really interesting gateway to the rest of the Middle East.
I was on a trip through northern Vietnam. You couldn't really get much more different than myself and this old man, you know, living above a rice paddy in a house on stilts.
I went to Uganda because, you know, a lot of my photography deals with conflict-related issues. When you set out to go to some place that's outside of your comfort zone, the idea there is to make sure that you relay what you've experienced.
There's this emerging generation of young people who feel an increased sense of global responsibility. And what we're trying to do is identify the leaders of that generation and provide them a space for them to share their stories and to connect with other young people. And that way we're hoping to drive the movement forward.
That this is the first generation, at least in America, that has said to itself, hey, listen, for us to succeed in the world, we have to understand the world. We have to get out in the world. We have to experience the world. We have to be much more cognizant of other cultures. Because of that, the opportunities for this next emerging generation are that much greater because they're not scared of the world.
They are people who are incredibly talented writers, photographers, and they're having amazing experiences abroad. They're doing unusual, unique things, important things, socially responsible, globally responsible things abroad. And they're generating stories which can help inspire other people, their peers and others, to do similar things.
As small as it starts, yeah, I think that the more people who come, the more people who write, the more this grows. You just inspire a whole other generation to come on and want to go abroad and want to meet all of these people and have all of these adventures and see if, you know, Foz do Iguaçu really is the largest fall in the world.
I ran into some guys who were doing mine action work, removing landmines and unexploded ordnance. So I went along with them, some expat staff members and a large Ugandan staff that were tasked with dealing with a lot of the explosive remnants of war that are scattered all around that area. So we went out a couple of times to survey some minefields in the mountains near Sudan and dispose of a cluster bomb and some other kind of large armaments, which I thought was a really interesting story, something I'd never seen before, and provided me kind of a window into seeing, you know, what was going on in that field. I think it was challenging for me to insert myself as much into the stories. You know, I like to think that I'm in every photograph that I make, even though I'm actually not in it, because I think the personal aspect to any story is one of the most important. You know, what it's like to be behind the camera, the person doing the writing, and being able to share your raw experiences. It was challenging for me, but I really enjoyed it, and I think that's something that's going to put my work in a lot better standing, to allow myself to be really included in it.
When someone reads a Glimpse story, I want them to be inspired to go abroad. I want them to learn something about that place which they didn't know before, and I want them to be interested in doing something similar, finding their own country, finding their own place to go, their own set of experiences.
So by identifying those intrepid people who can share great stories, we hope to redefine what the abroad experience can be.
Hi, I'm Adam Lichtenheld. I was a fall 2008 Glimpse correspondent in Amman, Jordan.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lawrence, and I shared my story from Vietnam with Glimpse.
My name's Pete Muller. I was a Glimpse correspondent in northern Uganda.